Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. Hope everyone is having a wonderful day. I'm super excited to bring you all with me as I redo this table. I found it at a thrift store for only $18. Now I just need to update it to fit my space a little bit better, and I absolutely love how it turned out. Let's get started. I'm going to be using this hand sander. It is from Walmart. I have the link in the description box. I believe it was about $13 and it's done a lot of projects for me and it's held up really great. We actually have two of them. So for the sander, I have these pre-cut clamp-on sanding sheets in the number 60. I'm going to be using these work gloves, my shades to protect my eyes, and some headphones for some praise and worship. Now I'm just removing the old sandpaper that I had on there. I'm going to take a new one and I'm going to bend it across my fingers a little bit just so that it will go in the slot a little bit better, and then I'm just going to clamp it on. This black plate will add holes to the sanding sheet and allow the dust to be suctioned through them to go into the bag. It's supposed to keep your workspace cleaner. As you guys can see, I'm going through a couple of top coats, a paint coat, more top coats, and then wood stain. Oh my gosh, you guys, this process is so time consuming, but I did decide to go with sanding over a varnish remover because those things can be so messy and the sanding cleanup is worth this time. Oh, but thank God for my king because he came to the rescue after he finished mowing the yard and he took over. He's actually way better at sanding and he has more patience than I do. Do not let this pretty day fool you because it was freezing outside. Once the top was done, I had Babe flip it over so that I could do the bottom before I start staining the top. So here you guys can see all of the scratches, the marks, the dents, everything that really needs to be covered up. And what I'm just gonna do is spray paint this side, and then I'm gonna have Babe flip the table right back over, and then I'm gonna work on the part that you can see the most. The table was already like a cream or an off-white, so I just chose antique white to stay within that color range. So as you can see, the chairs to the right hand side, I actually am having my husband sand those down so that I could see what they look like on the bare wood to see if they match the table. I actually didn't like them, so we decided to donate them, and I am on the hunt for some new chairs for this table.
What were you saying? I'm saying your husband is so thoughtful that he brought home a table that was given to him, donated for free, that you despised at first.
I didn't despise it.
What is that? What is Uncle Barry bringing in the truck? He was bringing this, a great workbench for you to use for DIY.
Now I'm going to be using this wood finish in the color Weathered Oak to stain the top of the table. The table is actually already close to this color, so it's really just going to give it more of a moisturized look before we put the top coat on. You want to make sure that you're applying the stain in the direction of the grain. You don't want to add so much product to your rag that it completely soaks it, because then it's going to take even longer to dry. I'm actually only going to add one coat to this table because I really love the way that this color looks on here. But if you do want to darken it, then all you have to do is wait 4 to 6 hours and then restain. Okay, you guys, so this is the table the next day. I let it dry overnight. We brought it in right before it started raining, praise God. And now I am going to be using this edge detailing sanding sponge in 220, just to make sure that it's completely smoothed down before we add the lacquer top coats. And when I'm using this, I'm going to make sure that I don't press down too hard. You want to use it lightly. Now I'm going to use this tack cloth to remove the dust and the fine particles before I start to add the lacquer finish. So this is the clear brushing lacquer that I chose. I really like this one because it dries to the touch within 30 minutes and you only have to wait 2 hours to recoat. And the fact that there's no sanding in between coats, I'll take it. So I decided to go with a sponge over a brush. I feel like it's a personal preference, and I chose to do this one because I have done this before and I do feel like it kind of glides on a little bit better. It's a little bit easier to use, and plus it only cost me like $2 and I can just toss it when I'm done. So I added 3 coats in total, allowing 2 hours to dry in between each. And then the directions state that you want to wait 24 hours before normal use. I waited about 4 days just to be sure. This is the final product. Oh my gosh, you guys, I absolutely love the way that this turned out. I cannot wait to start looking for some chairs and a rug and some decor to go on top and around it. I'm so excited. I cannot wait, and I will bring you guys along on the journey, so make sure that you are subscribed. Alright guys, that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.